Hello, welcome Mac, welcome user 568, welcome Pingu, how are you guys? Welcome Asimtande, hi Competitive Edge, hi Joy Pilane, I hope you're well. Welcome to the live. Zippo, welcome. Tabe Zadentam, welcome. Biso, welcome. Zendana, welcome. Nolwazi, welcome. Zimasax, welcome, guys. Thank you for joining. Please tap the screen, tap the screen, tap the screen, tap the screen and share, tap and share, tap and share, tap and share. We'll start the live when we get to 2,000 likes. Credit, welcome. Bongimabu, welcome. Smangam, Gilda, welcome. Thank you for liking the live, Asimtande. Thank you so much. I appreciate Zendana. Thank you. Thank you for liking. Let's like. Share the live, share the live, share the live. We start when we get to 2,000. Competitive X says, I'm excited to be here. I really need assistance in choosing the research topic. Welcome. Thank you. Welcome. Let's push the likes to 2,000. All right. Thank you for coming, Caroline Buledi. Let's tap the screen and like. Tap the screen and share, tap the screen and share. Tap the screen and share, tap the screen and share. Like the live. We are on 312 likes. We will start as soon as we get to 2,000 likes. The Empress followed the live creator. Thank you. Competitive Edge Tutoring liked the live. Guys, let's like the live. Let's like the live. Let's share. Let's invite more people. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Bongimabu shared the live. Thank you so much. The Empress liked the live. Thank you so much. Let's tap and share. We don't want to enjoy alone. It's important for us to enjoy with others. We will start the live as soon as we get to 2,000 likes. 2,000 likes. 2,000 likes is what we are waiting for. Thank you for liking the live. Thank you for liking the live. Busisiwe says, Doctor, how much do you cost refining a topic? Busisiwe, thank you for your question. It depends, ne? It depends. Is it honors? Is it masters? Is it PhD? So I would prefer to understand what you're trying to do, where you are now in terms of your progress, and then we can talk cost. I always believe in adding value. It's a master's. Okay, so we will talk. Thank you so much. Coach Princess has arrived. Welcome, Coach Princess. Thank you for joining. Right, guys, we are now on 1,400 likes. We are left with only 600 likes for us to start the live. Tap and share. Naledi liked the live. Thank you, Naledi. Much appreciated. Yes, beautiful. This is good. I see people are really liking the live. That's much appreciated. Busisiwe says, but doctor, you don't answer in your WhatsApp. Hey, Busisiwe, I'm sorry, man. The WhatsApps, we are flooded. We are flooded. The WhatsApps. I'm also not sure which one you sent. Did you send to my PA or direct to myself? Because my WhatsApps, I really try to check them. I will talk to you privately. don't worry, I'll talk to you privately. I would want to know which WhatsApp you sent to, because of late my PA has been flooded with so many messages. But also I've been receiving a lot of them, and I've done my best to respond, but I might have missed yours, so I'm sorry about that, Nay. And then Lebu, thank you. Bully, thank you. Jackson, thank you, guys. All right, we are now on 2,200 likes. This is good. This is good. This is good. Tap the screen and share. Tap the screen and show and share. Guys, can you tell me where you are watching from? Where are you watching this live from? Where are you watching this live from? Where are you watching us from? Type in the comment section. Bob Andy is watching us from Zambia. All the way from Zambia. Thank you, Bob. We have Spami in Cape Town, Buledi, South Africa, Pretoria, Gaborone, Botswana, from Alice, from Free State, Busisiwe, Johannesburg, the Empress, Johannesburg in Tlandla, NG, South Africa, Naledi, Joburg, Tsatsi, Alberton, Bongi, Middelburg, Ntabeza, South Africa, Pretoria. Okay, and Tabeza, you are just our neighbor. Coach Princess, Pretoria, you are our neighbor. Okay, come on, guys, where are you watching us from? Thank you, Zuma, for following the live creator. Okay, Bully shared the live. Well done, Bully. Yes, tap the screen and share. We want more people to join. Tap the screen and share. Tap the screen and share. T is in Johannesburg. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Matladi joined. Welcome. Maz, Tembinkosi. I say you were my lecturer in BAC, watching from Francistown. Sineo, good to hear from you. How are you? How is Ghetto City? I love Francistown, man. I love Francistown. Thank you. I hope you're well. Okay. Zotokazi is in King Williamstown. Thank you. Navigating Early Childhood is in Gaborone. Thank you. So it's South Africa and Botswana. Navigating Early Childhood, Gaborone. Eswatini, beautiful, beautiful. Eswatini and Zambia. They are doing well. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. Okay, guys, so I promised that when we get to 2,000, we start the live. So we are starting right away. We are starting right away, and we are talking about how to choose a topic. Bomikazi says, I'm in Mount Frere. Zeketi says, hello, doctor, how are you? Mr. T says, shalom, shalom, shalom. Greshi D. Mr. T just got the number 3 gifter badge. Thank you, Mr. T, for liking the live. Much appreciated. Zekiti says, I'm in Durban. Durban. How is Durban today? Zekiti just got the number 3 gifter badge. It's amazing, amazing, amazing. Coach Princess says, hi, doctor. Hi, coach. How are you? Oh, fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Choosing a topic. Choosing a research topic. So whether Peace just joined, welcome Peace. Skyn Academy has joined. Hello, hello Skyn Academy. How are you? Awesome, awesome, awesome. Kawekazi says, is it Kawekazi says, good evening, how are you? Peace says, good evening, Peace. I hope you guys are good. Please tap the screen, tap and share, tap and share, tap and share. Mr. T, I'm in South Africa at Roodport, CBD. Wow, that's beautiful. Thank you so much. All right, all right, all right. I appreciate you guys. Keep sharing, keep tapping, keep liking. Keep liking, keep liking, keep liking, keep liking. So, just in case we might have somebody who doesn't know me, my name is Wilbert. I'm a research mentor. I've been an academic for plus 12 years, and I've also been a business consultant, professional speaker, and coach for over 20 years now. I love empowering people. I love empowering people. I love empowering people. It means a lot to me. So yeah, we are here tonight because we want to talk about choosing a research topic. There are many people that have been asking. Good evening, Prof. Thanks for the welcome. I'm in South Africa. Thank you. I'm in Pretoria. I'm answering Mr. T. Mr. T, I'm in Pretoria. All right. David, good evening, doctor. Good evening, David. How are you? Oh, Mr. T just got the #1 gifter badge. Thank you so much. David is in Uganda. Wow. Awesome. Uganda is represented. Okay. Doctor, which university are you lecturing? I'm lecturing at the University of TikTok. D says listening attentively from Botswana. Thank you, thank you, thank you, D. So this means we shall at some point have a sitting. Definitely, definitely. Yes, we can do one-on-one. Also a part-time lecturer. Okay, nice, Busisiwe. David is laughing. University of TikTok. I'm a research mentor, guys. I'm a research mentor. You know, when you are in public platforms, you need to be careful what you say, because if you talk about your employer in a public forum and you have not been cleared by your supervisor, you could actually be in trouble for that. So yeah, I stay away from mentioning institutions. That's why I said I'm working at the University of TikTok. Guys, do you mind mentioning in the comment section, what do you do? I know that Busisiwe has already told us what she does. What do you do, if you don't mind? What do you do, if you don't mind? You can just comment in the comment section. If you are a full-time student, it's okay. You can say, I'm a master's student, I'm a PhD student, or I run my own enterprise, I'm doing that for a purpose. You know, we are a family. Many times we come and then we just talk research and we disappear, but you never know. Somebody can locate you here and they end up becoming your customer or a blessing. So yeah, let's mention what do you do? T says, Doctor, I want to thank you for your advice on encouraging us on furthering our studies. May God bless you. Thank you, T. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Bully says, part-time lecturer and a PhD student. Thank you, Bully. The Empress says, I've been accepted into a master's program for 2026. Wishing you all the best. You know, in America, we say 2026. We don't say 20. We say 2026. Okay, Tabeza says PhD applicant. That's good. All the best. Teacher Pindile says I'm a part-time master student. All right, thank you so much. Napohadi says just graduated. Been looking for just graduated bed. Looking forward to be admitted for honors. Oh, okay, BED, I think. All right, looking forward to be admitted for honors. All the best, man. Let them admit you for honors. Kawekazi says postgraduate diploma student. Good. Thank you. Navigating Early Childhood says, I'm an educational consultant, just enrolled for PhD. That's beautiful. Spami says, PhD applicant working full-time as an investment analyst. Okay, that's interesting. Thank you. Navigating Early Childhood is busy liking and sharing the live. Now is on number two gifter badge. Thank you so much. David, okay, there's something I'm being asked to check here. 6 gifters sent heart me to your live in 15 minutes. Okay, I don't know about that. TikTok is thinking that I can have 6 gifters giving me a heart me. Okay, but all right, let me pass that. David says, I'm a student pursuing Masters of Education. All the best, David. Mr. T says, Doc, I do anything I put my hands on. That's fine, Mr. T. May your hands be blessed. Bongi says, accepted into Master's Program 2026. All the best, Nay. Angie says, intending to do PhD in 2026. All the best. Zekite says, teaching interim lecturer, also PhD drop out. We will make sure you stop being drop out and you come back to PhD and you complete in time. It's possible. Navigating Early Childhood, educational consultant and PhD candidate. T, a graduate awaiting for application response for honors. May you get that. And Intlandla says auditor and intending on doing a PhD. Okay, great stuff. D, a practicing attorney. I want to pursue my LLM next year. All the best with the LLM. Coach Princess says, I graduated and ready for my master's degree. All the best, Coach Princess. And then D just got the number 2 gifter badge. Mr. T, I don't have any education but love wilding and I would like to acquire a certificate. That's fine, Mr. T. Thank you very much. And thank you for being the number 1 gifter, having the number 1 gifter badge. Much appreciated. Abdul says, I've just started with my master's program. Thank you, Abdul. Can you also tell us where you are watching us from? Zekiti says, thank you, Doc. Welcome. Zotsokazi says, full-time employee and partially accepted for Masters 2026. All the best. Skyne Academy says, I'm a facilitator. Thank you, Skyne Academy. Much appreciated. Skyne Academy is supposed to be one of my guests tonight. So let me see what's happening. Skyne Academy. TikTok is not helping me to connect with you here. What's happening? Okay, all right. Let me accept you, Skyne Academy. Beautiful. Coach Princess says, thank you so much, Doctor. You're welcome, Coach. Kekhaohetsi just submitted my master's and are waiting to jump into PhD next year. I love the word jump. It means it's gonna happen by fire, by force. Easy. Hi, Doc. Salemoni in Lesotho. Good. We have Lesotho represented tonight. So we have Zambia, Uganda, Lesotho, Eswatini, Botswana, South Africa. Amazing. Easy. Lesotho undertaking Masters of Engineering in Agricultural Engineering. All the best. Beauty with Book says, if the final aggregate for honors is below 65%, but in the 60s, is your postgrad journey done? If the final aggregate for honors is below 65%, but in the 60s, is your postgraduate journey done? Okay, Beauty, you can clarify what you mean, but I think what you are saying is they are expecting you to have 65% and below and above, but you have scored less. Does that mean you are not going to do masters? If that's what you mean, it depends on the organization. It depends on the institution. Okay, that's WITS. Yeah, if that's what they say, it might mean that you will not be able to proceed with them, but I'm sure there will be other institutions, if you are interested, that can, accept you. That's what I just think. Abdul says, I've just started with my master's program. Can't wait for tonight. Thank you, Abdul. Okay, guys, I think let's just jump into it. So part one of you choosing a topic. Hi, Dr. Lucy Manxele from TUT, your former student, got approval today for my master's. Excited. Wow. Congratulations, Lucy. Congratulations. So I have my former students from TUT and from BAC coming through. Thank you, guys. Beauty with Books says, what's the best way to prepare for master's degree? Try UNISA. Okay, so Zikith is saying, in case WITS is not taking you for master's, try UNISA and UKZN. Thank you, Zikith, for that. Much appreciated. So the starting point, part one of you choosing a research topic, is the foundation and the mindset. The foundation and the mindset. So that question of best way to prepare for masters, I think we'll come back to it, because people are gathered tonight. They want to hear about choosing a research topic. Skyne Academy, good evening.
Good evening, Doctor. I'm hoping I'm audible today.
Very, very, very audible, and your voice is sounding very beautiful.
Lovely. How are you?
I'm fantabulous.
Good to hear that. Well, I'm excited for tonight. I love learning, so I'm here to learn and to also share some ideas. So, yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Skyne Academy.
Hi,
Skyne Academy.
Zikeke. Sorry, I was just replying
Okay,
to
no,
you.
that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. Right. So it's important for us to have this conversation, because at the end of the day, many people are scared when it comes to choosing a research topic. Many people are scared when it comes to choosing a topic. So we want to move from feeling lost to having a clear action plan. Tonight, we will help each other. I don't know everything. I never believe that I know everything, but I believe with all the people in the room tonight, with all the resources in the room, we will be able to help someone to move from confusion to clarity of mind. Right? Please, guys, continue to like, share, tap the screen. Coach Princess has just gotten the #1 gifter badge. Thank you so much, Coach Princess. Much appreciated. All right. So if you are anxious, if you feel anxious about choosing a research topic, I want you to relax tonight, because you are going to be more comfortable during this session and after the session. I think sometimes people overthink when they are choosing a topic. People tend to overthink this thing. It's not as complicated as it looks. It's not as complicated as it looks. So the golden rule, #1, what are you interested in? What are you interested in? What do you like? So because I love people and I love empowering people, during my master's, I made sure that my study was on factors that influence motivation of staff in the workplace. And I carried out that study in my workplace. That's what drove me. That's what drives me. Anything to do with people, anything to do with empowering people, it motivates me. Now, so what interests you matters. But another thing that matters is what's the bigger picture for you? Because when I was now doing my PhD, I had just started off as a lecturer. Mr. T just got the #1 gifter badge. Thank you, Mr. T. Much appreciated. Guys, do you see that some people are listening, but they are working behind? They are liking, they are sharing, they are doing some things. So it's good because the more you like, the more you share, the more we have other people also joining and we learn together and it will be fun. And also TikTok will see that what we are doing is useful and they will promote it. So when I was now doing PhD, I chose to do a topic on financing and managing small, micro, and medium enterprises, SMMEs. Why? Because I was a lecturer for entrepreneurship. And I love entrepreneurship. I was an entrepreneur myself. I'm an entrepreneur today, but that time I was also an entrepreneur and a lecturer at the same time. So I chose that topic. But some things you can be helped. Some things you can be helped to refine the topic. But I've seen that quite a lot of people struggle with even just coming up with the topic and don't feel bad about it. Busisiwe says anything to do with language is what interests me, hence is why I majored in African languages. Beautiful. So she's interested in language and she has majored in African languages. And you see, it just makes sense. So when choosing a topic, it's easier around languages. Then Ntabeza says, now I'm expanding e-learning on PhD. Beautiful. Busisiwe, okay, Skyline Academy says it, Busisiwe, very interesting. Yeah, definitely. So guys, it can just be your interest. But it's not enough. Because you can be interested in many things. The bigger picture of where you want to take your life. You remember I did a video the other day and I was saying that the reason why I did my PhD was #1, as a lecturer, I wanted to make sure I empower myself to the highest level. Then #2, as a consultant, I wanted to be a respected consultant so that when I get to a place, when I get to United Nations, when I get to African Union, when I get to British Council, and all these other organizations that I've worked with before, they will respect me because they know that this man knows his stuff. He has studied this thing. But am I saying without a PhD you can't do it? You could still do it, but that was my reasoning. That was my bigger picture, and it's actually working for me right now. Nobelungu says, I'm also an entrepreneur and passionate about it. My study is focusing on entrepreneurship and SMMEs. Beautiful. Do you see that? So Nobelungu is an entrepreneur and passionate about entrepreneurship. So now the decision is to do what? Entrepreneurship, to focus on the studies focusing on entrepreneurship and SMMEs. So my question tonight to those who are struggling to decide, what do you like? What is your area of interest? And what do you do, or what do you want to do? Before I became a lecturer, I didn't know that I didn't know that you have to become an expert in one area. So some of you know by now that I was a school teacher for some years. I was a secondary school teacher. Wow. Coach Princess has sent me a rose. Wow, 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 wow. Coach, you are too much. Thank you so much for that rose. Oh, it's smelling nice. Thank you, Coach, for the rose. I appreciate it. So I didn't know that when you become a lecturer, you need to focus in one area. You cannot be excited about issues of gender-based violence. At the same time, you want to research about religion. And then at the same time, you are researching about HIV and you want to lecture that and research that. You know, you can't just be doing everything. You're excited about accounts, about what? You have to have your area. So for me, there are many areas that interest me. Financial literacy, leadership, entrepreneurship, and other areas, green energy and stuff like that. So what then I do, if I'm studying something on green energy, I will tie it to entrepreneurship. If somebody says to me, like recently, there's someone in the UK and someone in Botswana. They invited me to join a study to do with AI and university students. So because I love technology and I love researching on technology, and part of my studies also are on higher education, I agreed because it tallies with what I love. But there are studies that I refuse to join. It's almost like, I think some of you here, you have been offered opportunities, somebody in another country or maybe in your country, they offer you that we want someone who will do this. If it doesn't align with what I believe and what I love and what I see in my bigger picture, I don't join. There is a time when I would join everything. Anything you mention, I'm in. I would be in. But you see, with time, as you grow, you develop your own plan. You develop your long-term plan. So now I'm very, 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 very critical with what I do because I know what I want to do. So not everybody will just come and say, we are doing this, can you join? The time for trial and error passed. So there is that time. So it also happens even when you are trying to choose a topic, your mind is not settled, and it's normal. So try to tie those two things, your interest and the bigger picture of what you do or what you want to in your life. HLAC says, I see a lot of institutions require PhD degrees for lecturing jobs. Yes, definitely. Definitely. They want you to be at the top of your career for them to trust you. Yours truly says, I'm an entrepreneur and I have BSc Computer Science and MSc IT. Okay. I'm assuming that you really love IT. You see, the fact that you did a BSc in Computer Science and an MSc IT, it means you are IT related. So I wouldn't be surprised if you have a topic that has something to do with how AI is disrupting entrepreneurship or something like that. You understand? Then I want to hear what Skyne Academy will say. B-Work says, how are you, sir? I'm beautiful. How are you today? Zikiti says, exploring South African school acts from 2009 to 2024. This topic is in my mind. Okay. Exploring South African school acts from 2009 to 2024. By the way, Zikiti, you said you are a school teacher. Am I correct? Zekete is now holding the #1 gifter badge. Thank you so much. And Tabeza says, I'm so passionate about pedagogy that I always link it back to SDGs, MDGs, Agenda 2063. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing. And Tabeza is with #1 gifter badge. The Empress just got the #2 gifter badge. Doc, you speaking my language. Wow. Thank you. Thank you so much. Busisiwe just got the #3 gifter badge. Thank you so much. In Tlandla, I work in an institution that's adopting AI systems, and I want to understand the risk involved. Okay, so you see, that's interesting. You are working in an institution that is adopting AI systems, and you want to understand the risk involved. That can actually end up becoming your research topic. Right? So because there is something driving you. So there is the issue of interest, there is the issue of the bigger picture. What do you do, or what do you want to do? And in some cases, it can actually be a question. The third thing is a question that you have in your heart. Why are things like this? Why is ABCD not happening? Or why is it that this and this is happening? That starts as a question in your head and can end up becoming a research question. What's your take on the Indian model of masters and PhDs must produce business startups? That's excellent. That's excellent, provided their masters and PhDs are in business. I'm not sure if they apply it to everybody, may not be a very good idea. But if it is for those who are doing business, yes, let them have business startups, especially in relation to POPIA compliance. Maybe you can add some more clarity there. POPIA compliance. Are you talking of our act here in South Africa? Bully just got the #2 gifter badge. Thank you so much.
I think she was referring to OPI in reference to AI, since she had said she's interested in AI. Uses of
Oh,
AI, yeah.
okay, I see. And is that a question, or they were just commenting?
No, it was just a comment.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, thank you. Thank you for that clarity, Skyne Academy. Yours truly, my PhD topic is the effect of digital technology on entrepreneurial decisions and outcomes. Very interesting one. Yours truly just got the #3 gifter badge. Busisiwe just got the #1 gifter badge. Thank you so much. Yours truly is now on #2. T is on #3. Zekete is #3 gifter badge. D says, because I work in legal, it would be interesting to research on AI in the legal practice space. Interesting. So do you see that what you are doing or what you want to do can actually affect the research topic that you choose? What advices can you give with regard to MPA, Masters of Public Administration? The question is not very clear. Do you mean in terms of choosing a topic for that master's? Skyne Academy, is there anything you want to say?
It's a very interesting conversation we are having, combining your interests with the bigger picture. But sometimes, as humans, we find ourselves in positions where, yes, we have an interest, but then somehow we want to be really unique, right? Let's say you are researching about AI or you are interested in dealing with fraud. And in the back of your mind, you're like, the bigger picture is for you to unearth something that has never been found before. And then I think how it plays now is in such a way that you develop a topic that is very difficult to run with because there hasn't been much research done about that. So maybe we can talk about that, tackle that a bit. That yes, let's be unique in our ideas, but let's not work in silos. I think that's what I'm
Okay,
trying to bring up.
great. Thank you. Thank you so much, Skyne Academy. So guys, I hope you got that. Yeah, sometimes we want to have something sophisticated, something very unique, which is very good, but you end up complicating things for yourself. One of the things that I tell my mentees is that there are times when I'll be talking to my mentees and they say, I want to do this topic. This is what I want. I really want to find out this. And then I ask them maybe about the methodology and the gatekeepers and, ethical clearance. It's very complicated. Or maybe there is no literature so far in that area. Now, I say to them, do you want to pass or you want to please yourself that you are doing something? Because there are things that will cause you not to go anywhere. There are things. Wow, yours truly has sent me a heart me. Thank you. Thank you, yours truly. Much appreciated. So you need to ask yourself, do I want to graduate or I want to complicate things and stay here? You do what works, you graduate, and then afterwards you can do many projects as you want to do. So don't overcomplicate things. Don't go for topics. I know you have a good reason that if I can study this, nobody has ever done it. Beautiful. Because you see, if we don't do it, nobody's going to do it. Very true. But you can be stuck there. T says, Doc, is it advisable for someone who is about to do honors to think of a topic before they start? Yes. That's very smart. It means you are thinking ahead. I support it. Nali says, my capstone topic is resilience and innovation as drivers of entrepreneurial sustainability in SMEs. That sounds interesting. Foshine says, my doctor still waiting for your email. I sent you an email. Please check your email box. Yours truly says, great advice there. Thank you. Bully says, maybe Skyne, if we may have a clear explanation of what bringing in new knowledge is.
Okay. Let me answer this one. So, bringing in new knowledge, it doesn't mean something that has never been found before. Let's look at the word research. Research, when we separate from search, it means that you need to redo something. It means it has been searched before, but you are redoing it. So the whole essence of research is adding to the body of knowledge, right? So when we say you need to fill the gap knowledge or you need to bring something new to the body of knowledge, we don't necessarily mean that you need to do something that has never been done under the sun. We simply mean that add something to what is already there, right? So I hope that makes sense. We are basically researching. We are basically adding to the body of knowledge. So let's say you are studying about let's say drug and substance abuse amongst teenagers in high school. Let's say somebody has already studied those in Limpopo, then you should come up with a solution maybe for those in, let's say, Cape Town, because those are two different regions. And whatever they're facing in Limpopo might not be necessarily the reason why we are facing it in Cape Town. So you are adding to the body of knowledge. It sounds similar, but it's different because of the different regions in this case. So when we add knowledge, it can be because of the difference in geographical location or between the participants that we are gathering data from. You can gather data from men or from women only, and so forth and so forth. It varies. So that's what I can say about that.
Thank you so much, Skyline Academy, for that. Guys, tap the screen, share, like, tap the screen, share, like, tap the screen, share, like. Bully says, thank you, Sky. And that's where we miss it here. We try to come up with topics that are complicated. Yes. And things become even complicated. You know, you complicate things and you become complicated as well. When you stand, you try to explain, people don't even understand what you're trying to do.
Exactly.
Yeah. It can be a good idea, but at the end of the day, do what works. Is it feasible? That's another very important thing. Is it feasible? Is it doable? Is it doable? Okay, cool. I think we should now go into step-by-step process of you coming up with a topic. Let's do a step-by-step process. Number one, brainstorm broadly. Brainstorm broadly. Okay? Check your interest. We call it the interest audit. Think about your favorite course. Think about the lecturer or the lecture that stuck with you when you were in school or when you are in school. Or maybe think about a problem that is continuously there. Pendulo, welcome. So you need to start by brainstorming broadly. Don't narrow it at the beginning. Brainstorm broadly. You can be jotting them down one by one. So for example, it can be AI in education. It can be sustainable fashion. It can be mental health apps, depending on your interest, depending on what you do or what you want to do in the future, or just a problem that you are seeing in the community. Busisiwe just got the #1 gifter badge. Thank you so much, Busisiwe. Okay, so that's step number one, brainstorm broadly. Brainstorming can go beyond you just jotting down things. It can even be you discussing with friends or talking with your family members, just sharing with them what you are thinking, particularly people who understand what you're trying to achieve. That will be step number one. Okay, read some comments aloud and give, look at what people are writing online. At first, we don't want to complicate it because I know sometimes we are thinking we should actually start looking at research papers and things like that. Another way you can do also is to check for trends in research. And you can use AI to do that. Check trends using AI. Step number 2, after brainstorming, go on a literature safari. Go on a what? Literature safari. Okay? This is not about reading entire papers yet, so don't freak out. Don't freak out. T just got the #2 gifter badge. Thank you. It's just about exploring. So what normally happens when you are exploring, guys, is this. As you're doing your literature search, you looking at the abstracts of journal articles, then you look at the conclusions and recommendations. So you are not really going into depth. Coach Princess just got the #1 gifter badge. Thank you, Coach Princess, for your support. Much appreciated. So that's another way. When you are doing your literature safari, you are not necessarily going into depth with articles. You're just looking at the abstract. Which abstract is speaking towards what you want to do or what you want to research? Okay. I've just accepted Gina. Gina, do you want to speak?
Yes, am I audible?
Yes, very audible. How are you?
I'm good, and you?
I'm good, thank you.
I'm sorry I joined late. Maybe the questions that I will ask they are already been answered.
Okay.
So I'm just in a first step of my research. I haven't started, but I'm having like questions. There are not two or three types of masters, of which I keep on hearing people talking about them. So I had a challenge whereby I had an interest in space science, and then when I communicate with my lecturers, I found that some were saying it's not a good stream to focus on. There are no jobs. They are just like negative views. Then I tried to push because I was doing my honors. Then I tried to push and then talk to other people. Then some recommended that I change the university. But now the university that I applied to, actually it's offering masters with a coursework plus a mini thesis. So I want to know what is the difference between the two, and also what are the benefits of doing a coursework with a mini thesis, based on researching. There's those that I had done a full research. We'll talk about journals, review papers, and conference papers. What is it different when you done your coursework plus a mini thesis? Would you be able to write journals, or it's a different story?
Okay. Thank you for the question. We will answer it, but we are talking about choosing a research topic. Choosing a research topic is what we are talking about, but because you have asked it, we will just answer it. So if I understood you well, you are talking about the difference between doing a master's, which is full research, and doing a master's where you have coursework, then you finish off with a mini dissertation.
Yes.
The advantages and disadvantages. First of all, if you are not very good at research and you do a full research master's, your chances of not completing are very high. And when you don't complete, you won't have anything to show for it. Right? Now, somebody who has done coursework, they know that right now I have 3 modules that I have passed. I have failed one. I will rewrite it. Then now I am rewriting this one. Then they know now I'm done with coursework, whether it's for a year or for 2 years, they know they are done with coursework. Now it's mini dissertation. And that mini dissertation, you find that you are given a period. In some institutions, they say if you spend 5 years before you finish the mini dissertation, after you have done your coursework, if you spend over 5 years, then you are like somebody who didn't do anything. We even forget about the modules that you have written. So they give you a period. But with the full research, it prepares you, especially if you want to become an academic. or even if you don't want to become an academic, but it empowers you because it's research throughout. The only danger is that if you are not serious with research or you are not good at research, you might find there is nothing to show and you didn't finish it. That's what I can say. Another thing about full research is that it's not just about your hard work. It's also about the committees that look at your work. If it happens that you are in a university that has a lot of bureaucracy, that has a lot of committees, you will find that you are at a stage, maybe you're at proposal stage, it can take you 6 months. It could even take you 1 year before it is approved. And then you go for another 3 months or 6 months, you are waiting for yet another committee also to look at your work. So for you to move now from proposal to literature chapter to methodology to collection of data and all that, it can be more demanding in a full research. But also going to school, sitting on the bench for 2 years or for a full year doing coursework is more demanding. It's more costly in terms of transport and time and everything, of which a full research student doesn't have to be going to school every day. So yeah, you can weigh the difference. It depends on you. Where are you strong? Does that answer you?
Yes, very well.
Thank you. Bully says cases, doc, where one comes up with a topic but does not get a supervisor in that institution. Yes, it's very possible. It's very possible. So what institutions normally do is that they look for a supervisor for you from another institution. Then to make life easy for you, they can also give you a co-supervisor who is working in the institution so that they work together. But it happens. That's why when you are coming up with your topic, also think about who will supervise you. Okay. So we talked about step number 1, doing what? Let me see in the comment section. What did we say step number 1 is when you are coming up with a research topic? You have forgotten. I know you didn't forget. You are still typing. What interests you? Okay, yeah, those were the golden rules that we mentioned earlier on. Good. Search broadly. Good. That's correct, Nwazi. Search broadly. So number 2 is go on a literature safari. Right. Search for available literature in that particular phenomenon. Thank you so much. Pingu says brainstorm broadly. Yes, that was our number 1. Then number 2 is now go on a literature safari. And we are saying in the literature safari, you are not going too deep into it. You just look at the abstracts, you just look at the conclusions and the recommendations. Okay? So take one of your broad interests, type it into Google Scholar or your university database, skim the titles and abstracts, that's what I was saying, for the most recent, maybe 2-3 years, and most cited papers. They are cited for a reason. Don't just look at all kinds of papers. Now, I'm not trying to say if you see a paper that has not been cited, you mustn't read it. It could be that it's still new, but generally, if you see a paper that was published 2-3 years ago and it has a lot of citations, then it means there is what? There is a honey inside there. Zikidi now holds the number 1 gifter badge. Thank you so much. There's so much competition there. Please advertise your live. Very informative. Thank you, Nwazi. Much appreciated. Skyline Academy says, let's follow doctor's account to not miss any live. Thank you, Skyline Academy. Much appreciated. Then look for review articles. Okay? Guys, there are some articles called the review articles. So whereby somebody is reviewing other people's articles. Hey, guys, that's a gold mine. That's a gold mine for you to understand your field. So don't be lazy to search literature. I was listening to one of my mentors recently. He's a multimillionaire. He's doing extremely well in entrepreneurship. And we were having a session and he said, he was telling me that he read 12 research papers for the improvements that they are doing in their group of companies across the world. He went through 12 research papers in a certain area. I said, wow, this is an entrepreneur going through research papers. I know another billionaire also from Southern Africa here. He says he reads a lot of research papers. Now, you are a scholar. You are an honor student. You are a master's student. You are a PhD student. Don't be lazy to go through papers. Bully is now the #1 gifter badge holder. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. So I hope that's very clear. That's step number 2. Go on a literature safari. Research. Why is it important for you to check literature? It shows you what has already been done and what people are currently talking about. When you look at the abstract and you look at the conclusions and the recommendations, usually towards the end, authors of articles will suggest future research. And that's where you come in. That's where you come in, because now you can say, oh, okay, they are suggesting future research in this. And if it tallies with your interest or with your long-term plan, you are in. Yes, Mwazi, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You are working in the prophetic. You are working in the prophetic. You say also to identify literature gap research gap. Actually, step number 3 is identify the gap. So you're working prophetically there. Right? Identify the gap. The so what? This is the secret sauce. SAUCE. It's the secret sauce that you need to put into your study. A research topic fills a gap. How do you spot a gap? Coach Princess says, wow, doctor, this is powerful. And I know following you is the solution for success in my academics. Thank you, Coach. Much appreciated. And Coach now holds the #1 gifter badge. Thank you so much, Coach. Much appreciated. How to spot a gap? No one has studied X in the context of Y. E.g., no one has studied TikTok's algorithm for educational content. If that has not been done, that's a gap. Oh, Mwazi just sent me a rose. Guys. Oh, you guys are amazing. Thank you, Mwazi. I appreciate that rose. It's smelling beautiful. T says, for clarity on the literature search, must it be along the topic you're having in mind? Yes. It has to be. It has to be related. It has to be related. Otherwise, you are going to spend a lot of time reading different papers that have nothing to do with what you want to do. So I suggest it should be related to what you want to do. Okay? The existing research on X is conflicting. That's another research gap. So you might find that, let's say you are looking at adoption of AI among small medium enterprises in South Africa, for example, or in Pretoria. And then you realize that some authors are saying one thing, other authors are saying one thing. They are conflicting. There is a gap there. Why are they conflicting? Okay? Then it can be a new method or technology that could be applied to an old problem. That's a gap right there. I would love to hear from you guys. How do you identify a gap? How do you identify a gap? How did you identify the gap in your studies? Another way is, for argument's sake, you are in an area and you are looking for literature concerning maybe your district, and there is no literature. That could be a gap. Nobody has researched about it. Because at the end of the day, we don't want you to come up with a topic that is researching what everybody has been researching. Bring out something new. For PhD, it's even worse. If your PhD has no contribution, don't do it. For honors and masters, somehow you can be pardoned. But with PhD, you are not going to be forgiven. You will not be given, it will be conferred a PhD when you haven't done anything that brings contribution. I have 3: literature, methodological, and theoretical. Okay, literature gap, methodological gap, theoretical gap. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. Check which topic is underexplored. Yes, as you are checking the literature, you will see that there are some topics that it's like people are dodging them. Thank you. As the kid is laughing, don't do it. Right? So when you are reading the different journal articles, ask yourself, what is missing? What is it that is missing? What is missing? Yours truly just got the #1 gifter badge. Thank you so much. Zikiti just got the #1 gifter badge. Thank you so much. Can methods also be gaps? Yes. I would want to reserve another day just to talk about the types of gaps, because there are a lot of them, and it will be good for us to go into depth with them. Remember, today we are just talking about choosing a topic. Okay? Look for problems or issues. Thank you, Charles, for that. Step number 4, formulate your research question. We looked at #1, we looked at #2, we looked at #3. Number 4, now you are coming up with the research question. Turn that gap into a clear, focused question. Turn the gap that you have found out into a clear question.
Sorry, Doctor, I just wanted to add to
Oh,
number
yes,
3.
yes, please.
When looking for problems or issues, like Charles is saying, there is a certain part in journal articles where they will say, this is the future research that I would like to look into. So those are some of the things we can look at, like, okay, if this person wanted to do a future research in this area, maybe this is something that I can tackle.
Right. Thank you. Thank you, Skyline Academy. Much appreciated. All right. One thing that you need to avoid, guys, is topics that are too broad or too narrow. What is the effect of social media? Is that a good topic or bad topic? Let me hear in the comment section. What is the effect of social media? Suppose I say that's the topic I want to study. Is that okay or not? Let me hear in the comment section and tell me why you say yes or why you say no. Right. Somebody says no, it's too broad. Queen Anzo says bad topic. Not broad. Okay. Okay. So it's too broad. Doc, please give us an example of too broad, like this one. If you just say, what is the effect of social media? To who? Where? It's too broad. You need to narrow it down to a specific focus. So if you want a topic that is researchable, that is narrowed down, right? It's actually vague, not broad. I like that. It's vague. But if you say, how does daily Instagram use impact the self-esteem of female university students aged 18 to 22? You see, you are coming down. You are not just talking about social media. You are now talking about Instagram. Remember, we are talking of the research question now. So what is the effect of social media? It's not even, we are not talking about the research topic. We are talking of step number 4 of choosing a research topic, which is coming up with the research question. So if somebody comes up with the research question, such as, what is the effect of social media? That's why somebody said it's vague. Welcome, Dr. Marambire. That's why somebody said it's what? It's vague. But if you say, how does daily Instagram use impact self-esteem of female university students? Okay, in this case, you can say aged 18 to 22, or in this district, or at this university, something like that. In fact, the moment you now say at this district or in this university, it's more of like a research topic. But if we just want a research question, the first way I said it is better. It's focused, it's researchable. How does daily Instagram use affect the self-esteem of female students aged 18 to 22? Okay? Pro tip, a good research question is specific. It's measurable. And it doesn't have a simple yes or no. If you see that your research question could get a yes or no answer, just know that there's something wrong with the research question. All right, empirical, normative, and theoretical sub-questions are then important after the main research question. Beautiful, yes, true that. So you need the major question, and then you have your sub-questions. But be specific. Okay, that's step number 4. Step number 5, the reality check, feasibility. Can this be done? That's what Skyne Academy was talking about earlier on. Sometimes we get so excited. We say, I'm going to do what nobody has ever done. And then in the end, you frustrate yourself. So you need to, at this stage, you need to be brutally honest with yourself. Doc, is it not easier to formulate questions after identifying the problem? Yeah, that's a good question. Guys, what do you think about that question? Somebody else says, depends on your theory. If it can be done, theory drives data. Okay. Yeah, we have some researchers in the house. Depends on your theory. If it can be done, theory drives data. Thank you. So guys, there's a question here. Skyline Academy says smart class. Very smart class. It's enjoyable to be here. Ngwazi says, Doc, is it not easier to formulate questions after identifying the problem? What do you think, guys? I want your answers. Oh, somebody says second year PhD student here, Doc. All right, beautiful. PhD students, you guys are on fire. Have you seen how PhD students, even when they have just finished, they will be publishing, speaking in conferences, because they will have gone through so many papers. You see, it's not advisable for you to read less than 250 journal articles and then you say you are done with PhD. You will not have started. First year PhD student, all the best, man. Is research gap about expectation versus reality? Guys, you are dodging the question that was asked. Asoze, not going there. We already stressed. No, don't worry about stress. Just ignore it. Maseko says, I think identifying a problem is the first thing, then questions follow. That's my take. Okay, thank you, Maseko. So the way I would respond is starting with the research problem is good. But when you are just coming up with a topic for the sake of coming up with a topic, it's still fine for you to move from, I think, reading enough to identify if there is one. Okay, thank you. Either way you can do, guys. Either way you can do. There is no one way to do these things. You may identify the problem after the research. Okay, thank you, coach. Either way you can do. There is no one size fits all. It depends. So we were saying you need to be brutally honest with yourself. Can you get the data? Somebody mentioned earlier on that there is a research they wanted to do, and the lecturers were saying no. Okay, anyway, those ones, I think they were talking about career. But it can also happen that before you do that study, this topic you want to do, is it doable? Is it feasible? Can you get the data? If you have watched, there are some videos I've done which are on this channel where I was mentioning that you find, okay. Okay, Skyline Academy says, yes, either way can do, e.g. you ask why substance abuse is high, then discover problem is academic stress. Thank you. Guys, are you still liking and tapping and sharing? Or you are sleeping? Tap and share and like. Skyline Academy is laughing. There are topics you choose that. So I was saying there is a video I did where I was saying someone Sky Nagadim, our fingers do tire. The kid is laughing, sleeping. Yeah, so somebody decides to do a study where they will interview all the CEOs of top telecoms companies. Where will you interview them? Where? How? CEOs of big companies, they don't have time. But you see, you can think around it, and then you fine tune it like that. You interview middle managers in those telecom companies, and it can work. So that's why we are saying, is it feasible? Look at the feasibility. And then, can the study that you want to do be done within your time frame? You are given 1 year to do the study, but the study you are saying you want to do, hey, it's an impact study. Hey, that's another challenge we have with students and mentees. The impact of this on this, the impact. Sometimes it's better to just say the effect of this, not the impact. Impact. An impact study can go for years. Do you have those years to do this? And then, is there a professor? We are still talking about feasibility. Is there a professor or doctor who can supervise you in that area? If there is none, then you are not going to be able to do that study. All right. So that was part 2, where we're looking at the steps that you need to follow. I think we've been here for quite some time now. Let's look at the common pitfalls and how to avoid them. Part 3, common pitfalls and how to avoid them. Pitfall number 1, the topic is too broad. I want to solve world hunger. Oh, really? You want to solve world hunger? The whole world is too broad. Bring it down. Solve the hunger in your township. Solve the hunger in your district. Pitfall number 2, you fall in love with your first idea. Keep brainstorming. Brainstorming means you look at a number of them. Don't just get one idea and you get stuck there. Pitfall number 3, ignoring the literature. Don't ignore literature. The people who have already discovered, the people who have already suggested next studies, they know what they are saying. So you might as well follow the trends. All right, guys, so that's what I had for you. I thought I should come with sort of a structure because it helps us to sort of flow. There is a lot we can talk about when it comes to choosing research topics, but that was the structure I brought for you tonight. Now it's time for question and answer. I hope that the questions will be on choosing a research question, but if you have something different, we'll try and attend to it as well. You know, research is very broad, so we cannot discuss everything about research on one day. Any questions, any comments, any advice you want to give others in the room? What you have learned about choosing a research topic. When is your next live? First time to join. Love this initiative, Doc. Thank you very much, Mwazi. The next live will be on Thursday next week, 7 p.m. And in my mind, I'm thinking we should go deeper on research gap, because that's also one of the things that people are asking a lot in my videos on this channel. But if you guys want something else apart from identifying the research gap, if I see that there are many people that want something in particular, then that's what we will discuss on Thursday. I'm still trying to consider doing the lives twice a week. It's just that my schedule is very tight. So I don't want to promise 2 times per week. At least let me stick with 1. But as God gives me grace, I might end up having to do 2 lives per week. Zendana says, how can I get in touch of you privately, Doc? Thank you for asking that. You can just DM me and then we take it from there. You DM me and we take it from there. We used to put our WhatsApp on the bio, but we removed, because yes, we're now busy just answering WhatsApp. The challenge that I've seen with most people is that they don't realize if we are going to have a lot of meetings. I started having, I had too many calls, too many meetings, which is good. I love helping. But remember, I have work to do. And if I'm going to be on meetings that are free, my schedule is tight, then I can't be productive. Then if I won't even be able to produce videos for you guys for the channel. So I realized, let's remove our WhatsApp numbers from the bio. I want to encourage us, team here. I want to encourage you, family, that there are some things that you definitely need to pay for. You know, there are some things you need to pay for, and it's a good thing. You should feel good when you are paying for value. You know what I mean? Those who have ears, let them hear. If you can't get it, don't worry about it. Please, can I be your mentor? Yours truly says, can I be your mentor? I'm not sure whether they're saying mentor or mentee. D, should you rely on sources that are for or against your research, or it depends on the context? Should you rely on sources that are for or against your research, or it depends on the context? That's an interesting question, guys. What do you think about this? For me, I would say it depends on who are the authors of those studies. You see, in every industry, or should I say in every, what can I say? In every area, there are those who are the who is who. I know for a fact that when I was in Botswana, if somebody was to write a dissertation on entrepreneurship, small, medium, micro enterprise in the country, and they don't cite me, there's something wrong. Something seriously wrong with their literature search. How come they didn't see my writings? To an extent where, if I'm not sure whether it's still the case now in Botswana, on the Local Enterprise Authority website, I was cited there by Local Enterprise Authority. My paper, which I wrote in 2014, was cited by the government on their website. What am I trying to say? But that doesn't mean that I was being cited everywhere. This is when it comes to entrepreneurship. And those of you who have watched my video where I was talking about my biggest blunder when I started my PhD is I went to a colloquium and I thought that these professors didn't know what was happening in Botswana because the university I was going to was in South Africa. But they humbled me because they were asking. They humbled me. They asked it. So, in your study, do you know Professor Greenberg? I said, no. Do you know Professor Pansiri? No. Do you know Professor this? No. Ah, so who did you cite? Now, the reason why I say when I was in Botswana, until now, people in Ghana, people in Botswana, people in different places, they cite my papers on entrepreneurship. In South Africa, because I've been here for a few years, I haven't published enough, and South Africa is a bigger economy. So it takes time for me to become a top expert in South Africa on entrepreneurship. So I hope you are getting what I'm saying. So your sources, whether against or for you, who are the top experts in the area you are studying? What are they saying? So the quality of your research matters as well. There is the who's and who is who in your area. Have you looked at them? I hope that makes sense. Thank you, Doc. I don't have any question. Thank you, Zekete. Kurulabila, how much per session? It depends. I don't have a fixed price. It depends. I always love to talk to somebody and know your needs. And then I use the, what medical doctors do. You know, they diagnose you and then you pay accordingly. So I don't have a price, but thank you for that question. If you DM me, we can take it from there. D, both research should be balanced, not biased. Beautiful. I like that response. Thank you, Scan Academy. Coach Princess, for you not to miss the live, click the follow button so that TikTok will notify you. You hear that, guys, from Coach Princess. Thank you, Coach Princess. Guys, just look for that plus sign. You click it like this. It means you are now following me. And anytime we upload a video or anytime we are having a live, TikTok will let you know. Thank you for that. Zekiti says, automatically you are my mentor. Thank you. It's a privilege. Yours truly says, I meant your mentee. You're welcome. You're welcome to be my mentees. So you see, with mentoring, you can be mentored. Like if you are watching my videos, you are coming for the lives, you're actually a mentee if you are continuous, right? You're actually a mentee. Then some people can decide to take it to another level where they want to do one-on-ones. That's where now you're expected to pay something, and then it goes on and on like that. Mentorship can also by reading books. If you read my books or you read my digital products, you go through my courses and all that, you are actually a mentee as well. Wapula, oh, you know Professor Pansiri from UB. Yes, I ended up having to know Professor Pansiri because now I had been baptized by the professors. They questioned my integrity. How come I had come to present a PhD proposal and I didn't cite any of the top guys? Can you imagine? Ngwazi says, you have earned a follower. I am very grateful, Ngwazi. Thank you for joining the family. D says, thank you for the insight, doctor. Much welcome. It's my pleasure. Guys, thank you so much for your time. God bless you. Have a blessed night. We are going to end here. I know we could not talk everything about everything, but I'm sure it has benefited you something. We can always do follow-ups as well. Ule Rato says, and online your profiles for your papers is the same one. And online your profiles for your papers is the same one. I'm not sure I get it. Wait. Do you mind? Oh, Mwazi has just sent a heart me. Guys, help me to thank Mwazi. Thank you so much, Mwazi. Thank you. God bless you. Coach Princess just got the number 2 gifter badge. Coach Princess, thank you so much. Skyline Academy just got the number 2 gifter badge. Thank you very much, Skyline Academy. Mwazi became the number 3 fan in the fan club. Wow. Hi, doctor. I want to write about conflict management. Can you assist me how to write a proposal? Yes, we can assist you to do that. You can just DM us and we take it from there. Thank you. Conflict management is something that is very close to my heart. Okay. It's the same question. So, good people, have a blessed night. Don't go away before you click the plus sign. Don't go away before you comment, before you like. And please watch the videos. I now have a series on scholarships. I have a series on thesis defense. I'm bringing more series to try and help you. So that's where you can get more information. Neo just send me a rose, guys. Oh, you are amazing. Thank you so much, Neo. God bless you for the rose. Neo says, I want some tips for an article. You want some tips for an article? Yeah, I think I will also do a series on that as well. But if it's something very urgent, you can't wait for the series, then what you can do is you can DM us and we'll see how we can help you. How can I reach you? You can just start by DMing us and then we have a bit of a chat. If it's necessary, then we can give you our WhatsApp number and our email address. Then, one thing leads to the other. Thank you, Ato, for asking. Coach Princess says, amazing information. You are blessed. Thank you, Coach. God bless you too. Coach Princess just got the number 1 gifter badge. Wow, Coach, you are too much. Thanks. It comes from my MED dissertation. Oh, okay. I get you now. I get your point. Thank you so much. We'll talk when you DM. Guys, God bless you. Thank you for the night. I hope from now choosing a topic will be a bit easier for you. If not, we also have videos on the channel that talk about this where I give more detail. Because this is a live, it's difficult to give as much detail as possible, but there are videos that you can watch on this channel and you can enjoy. Guys, I love you. God bless you.